Okay, number 24 asks, which is the best estimate for the sum of the fractions? And we have 5/12 plus 5/9. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of estimate these two fractions, say what they're about, and then we'll get our estimate for the answer. So 5/12, well, that's close to a half. We know a half of 12 is 6. So 5 is just one less than 12. So that's about, my little squiggly line, it's about a half. And then 5/9, well, that's also about a half because a half of 9, it's 4.5. So this is about 1/2. So 5/9, this is actually a little more than a half. That's a little less than a half. So when you add about a half plus about a half, you get about 1/2. So the answer here is D. It's about 1. Okay, number 25 says soccer practice starts at 6:20 p.m. Alana needs 40 minutes to eat dinner, 15 minutes to get ready, and 20 minutes to get to the practice field. What is the latest time Alana should begin eating dinner if she wants to be on time for soccer practice? So this is a problem that actually could apply to your real lives back when we're back into the swing of things and you're going to practices. So she's trying to figure out Alana. So she has to be at soccer practice or it starts at 6:20. This is how long it's going to take her to get ready. So it's 40 minutes to eat dinner, 15 minutes to get ready, and then 20 minutes to get to the practice field. So what we're going to do is we're going to add all those three time amounts up together, get the total, and then we're going to subtract that from 6:20, and then that will give us the latest time that she should begin eating dinner to get to practice on time. So when I add these, I see the 20 and 40, and I know that an hour is 60 minutes and 20 plus 40 is 60. So right there, I have 1 hour. Again, that's the 20 plus 40 gives me 60 minutes, which equals an hour. And then also have 15 minutes. So it's going to take Alana a total of 1 hour and 15 minutes to get ready. So I'm going to start at 6:20, so that's like 6 hours, 20 minutes. And I'm going to subtract from that 1 hour, 15 minutes. And then we're going to see the time we get when the latest time to start eating dinner. So we're just going to subtract. I can't take 5 away from 0, so I'm going to borrow from the 2. That's going to become a 1. And so this becomes a 10. 10 take away 5 is 5. And then 1 take away 1 is 0. Put our colons here. And then we have 6 take away 1 is 5. So the latest time she could start dinner to get to practice on time is 5:05 p.m. Again, if I went through that a little bit quickly, you can go back, rewind, or I'll just do a little recap. What I did was I added up all these times that it takes her to get ready, the 3 different things she has to do. And then I subtracted that, which is an hour, 15 minutes. I subtracted that from the time that soccer practice starts, which is 6:20. Okay, number 26. This is another one where we have to do equations and a bar diagram, but we'll do the bar diagram at the end. So 26 says that Emma read 3/12 of her book on Saturday and 5/12 of her book on Sunday. She read 2/12 of her book on Monday. The question is, how much more of the book did Emma read on the weekend than on Monday? And then it tells us to draw bar diagrams and write and solve equations. So for this one, what I am going to do, I'm going to give the answer first, and then we're going to solve it. And I'm actually going to do equations first, and then I'll just draw the bar diagrams. So she read 6/12, or you don't have to have this, but I always like to simplify. 6/12 or a half, because 6/12, that's a half. 6/12 or 1/2 more. So that's and ask how much more of the book did Emma read on the weekend than on Monday. This is the answer. Now I'm going to show you how we get this answer. So first, what we need to do is figure out how much she read on the weekend. So we need to combine what she read on Saturday and Sunday. So we're going to add, this is our first equation, 3/12 plus 5/12, and that's going to equal, I'll put W for weekend. And then her weekend amount equals, it's 8/12, because we just add 3 plus 5. And then the denominator stays the same. So on the weekend, she read 8/12 of her book. And so then what we're going to do is we're going to take that amount, what she read on the weekend, 8/12, and we're going to subtract from that what she read on Monday to see how much more she read on the weekend. So 8/12 take away 2/12 equals, I'll put M for more. And then when we solve for M, we're just doing 8 take away 2, which is 6. So it's 6/12. And then how we would use bar diagrams for this, for that first equation here, I'm going to draw my bar diagram. And I'll do, so it's 3/5 plus, 3/12, sorry, plus 5/12. So this will be a little bit smaller. So this is 3/12. This is 5/12. And the total here will give us W. That's what she read on the weekend. And then, so for our second bar diagram, what we need to show is 8/12 take away 2/12 equals 6/12. So our total, what we're going to put on top, like here where the W is, that's going to be 8/12. So I'll just start with my bar diagram. And this is 8/12. And what we're doing is we're making 8/12 with 2/12. Plus, we're going to put our variable here, M, which we figured out is 6/12, but that's how we would show it with a bar diagram. So let me do this. And that is all for today. See if I can turn this off.